Hi, I'm Dr. Lee Vickers, author of Bodies of Light and founder of Lightworkers International. Today, we are going to work on advanced river techniques, bioenergetics, raising the vibration of Earth, as well as what they considered bringing heaven on earth, and in finality, the Messiah and where it comes from. So that's a pretty big order, right? Yeah. So this is getting into advanced level bioenergetics, advanced level knowledge. Some of it has not really been on this planet up until a recent time. You look at Arthur C. Clarke, who said, magic is just science that isn't understood yet. And when you look at life, when you look at the random way that our old faulty science looked at life, and the randomness of atoms just happening by chance to come together is quite absurd. The absurdity is to think that a few intellectuals thought that everything was going to happen by accident. And it was okay during a time when the church had a lot of popular opinion, and they controlled things in a very dogmatic style, which was very incorrect. And you had people look at it from the opposite perspective of like an atheistic perspective, which was really the counterbalance to a dogmatic, religious controlled power structure. Now, this atheistic structure came in and said that everything happened by accident, of course, that there was no God. Now, as we have evolved with quantum thought and have evolved into realizing the universe is really just that big, we come upon the viewpoint that these randomnesses aren't so random. They actually have number generators and random number generators across the planet running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to test the random hypothesis. And it's been found that when the planet has mass chaos or mass consciousness or mass social awareness, that these number generators aren't so random anymore. That these random number generators start putting out non-random numbers. So what is it on the planet that is happening to take something that has been generated to become random and make it not random at all? And I'm going to let you know something that's really interesting with Bodies of Light, is that this non-randomness, this path into higher consciousness, this energy that pervades all of society is part of you. And it is the light that is all around us that makes things not so random. So what is it about the light that may be connecting us, connecting our consciousness, connecting the ideas that you hold in your energetic field and the ideas that you hold in your own thoughts that make your life not so random and not so chaotic? but instead, quite logically, following a flow, step by step, that brings your life higher and better. What we're talking about is taking life from this random, chaotic, unsupportive, almost neglected viewpoint and realizing that there's something within the light around us that is not random, yet evolves all things to higher and better form. So come in here. I want you to see this. I want you to really get what I'm telling you. What I'm trying to say is that life is not random. Where you are is not an accident. What happens to you happens for a reason. And if you're not having your best life 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's not an accident. What's happening to you has quite purposefully been created by you. You have to understand that in bodies of light, there is no shame and there is no blame. Because all shame and all blame is just a projection of your own darkness, your own patterns within yourself into an outside existence. I hope that this is not advanced for a reason. I mean, this is not simple and basic. We're really getting into the nuts and bolts of flow of the river, of this planetary structure and then the way we live, and how that could actually evolve to something much greater and much higher. And that being stuck in the random viewpoint is actually holding our entire civilization behind and stunting our growth, and quite possibly will be the tinderbox for the destruction of our entire civilization. Our technology, quite simply on this planet, is up to the point of destroying the planet through toxins, radioactivity, weapons of war. Now, these things that have been created weren't random. These things we find in bodies of light. And remembering before Earth technology, and remembering past lives, not just on planet Earth, but on other planets, that this realm that we're coming through is actually what you could say is growing pains. Now, some civilizations go through these growing pains and are completely destroyed. And then somewhere else, they get through them and they take that next great leap. And I'm going to tell you, it has nothing to do with the basic technological understanding of matter, of just putting things together in a mechanistic reality. The mechanistic reality brought us World War I, II, and III. The thing that is going to evolve us to higher states of consciousness is an internal understanding, an internal technology, which quite basically and quite simply on this planet is very stunted. We've had religions that have tried to tell us from a control mechanism to believe something outside of ourselves. And then we've had a scientific reality that said there is no God and that it's just all a grand accident. Now, we know the number generators are showing us something more, showing us something not random, and that things on the planet can flow this way or that. Now, when we delve deeper into this, we start looking at the entire world around us. If you look at a group of fish and how they flow this way or that way in very unison, very quickly, or birds flowing this way and that way. That's not so random. That those flows and those energy vortexes and flows are very specific. Now, the question is, what created those flows? What creates life all around us? And what on earth is going to evolve some of these random, some of these uncomfortable, and some of these complicated problems to higher and better form in a real way, not only for your life, but the entire planet at large? Now, if we're going to do this, of course, I'm going to get you started by plugging into the light. And then we're going to go a little deeper and talk about what's in the light and what it is that you're plugging into when you do bodies of light, and the thoughts and the purposes and the vibrations that you hold when you do bodies of light, where they can take you on this flow of river, and how you can test it. So this is advanced. This is not namby-pamby. This is not babylicious. This is where, for those of you who are ready to make the world a better place, ready to be part of like the advanced nuts and bolts course of following the path into the light, this river of consciousness, this river of higher vibration, yourself, for real. But of course, following the path into the light, following the river, which is the path into the light, happens when you allow the light in. So let's start by doing bodies of light, and we're going to do the universe edition. And just repeat after me: I am the temple of the universe.
I am the temple of the universe.
The light of the universe dwells within me.
The light of the universe dwells within me.
Each of my 8 bodies contains zillions of intelligences. Here and now. Directly connected to the light of the universe. All of my 8 chakras and bodies of being are now fully open to the light of the universe. I am at one with the universe. My spirit is awake and fully open to the universe. My spirit receives all divine communication from the universe. Universal pure light shines upon every aspect of my etheric body. I thank my universe for your bells of levitating power, raising me upwards toward the heavens, and the infinitely powerful blue shield of electromagnetic insulation, which allows only universal light within. My etheric body expresses perfect and appropriate feelings and emotions. Universal pure light shines upon every aspect of my astral body. Be awake and alert, my astral body. I thank my universe for easy and relaxed astral travel, perfect control, and spiritual peace. Universal pure light shines upon every aspect of my mental body. I thank my universe for accurate memory, appropriate intelligence, proper revelation, and divine timing of righteous decisions. Universal pure light shines upon every aspect of my physical body. This light shines
This light shines
from above down
from above down
and inside out,
and inside out,
through every cell,
through every cell,
traveling from my brain,
traveling from my brain,
through my forehead and throat,
through my forehead and throat,
permeating all cells of my heart,
permeating all cells of my heart,
following every part of my digestive system,
following every part of my digestive system,
including my stomach,
including my stomach,
liver,
liver,
and intestines,
and intestines,
flowing from my cranium,
flowing from my cranium,
through my spine,
through my spine,
to the sacral base,
to the sacral base,
creating divine stability,
creating divine stability,
through my arms and hands,
through my arms and hands,
legs and feet.
legs and feet.
I direct the light
I direct the light
to charge
to charge
my entire nervous system
my entire nervous system
and shine
and shine
through every blood cell,
through every blood cell,
creating perfect
creating perfect
homeostasis.
homeostasis.
All cells
All cells
composing my physical body
composing my physical body
through the universe inside
through the universe inside
are in a perfect
are in a perfect
and divine balance.
and divine balance.
I thank my universe
I thank my universe
for keeping me at all times
for keeping me at all times
in total health.
in total health.
Universal pure light
Universal pure light
shines upon every part
shines upon every part
of every atom
of every atom
within me.
within me.
Universal pure light
Universal pure light
shines upon the outermost band
shines upon the outermost bands
of all atoms within me,
of all atoms within me,
vitalizing and energizing the band
vitalizing and energizing the band
to perfect spin and balance.
to perfect spin and balance.
I thank my universe
I thank my universe
for divine energy.
for divine energy.
Universal pure light
Universal pure light
shines upon the middle rings
shines upon the middle rings
of all atoms within me,
of all atoms within me,
vitalizing and energizing the rings
vitalizing and energizing the rings
to perfect spin and balance.
to perfect spin and balance.
Thank you for healing
Thank you for healing
all inherited factors
all inherited factors
and also for the many
and also for the many
genetic blessings of my ancestors.
genetic blessings of my ancestors.
Thank you for healing
Thank you for healing
all past life,
all past life,
karmic patterns.
karmic patterns.
Universal pure light
Universal pure light
shines upon the innermost band
shines upon the innermost bands
of all atoms within me,
of all atoms within me,
vitalizing and energizing the band
vitalizing and energizing the band
to perfect spin and balance.
to perfect spin and balance.
Thank you for healing
Thank you for healing
all traumatic
all traumatic
occlusions
occlusions
over my entire existence.
over my entire existence.
Universal pure intelligence
Universal pure intelligence
exists
exists
within every core
within every core
of every atom
of every atom
within me.
within me.
It is that
It
intelligence
is that intelligence
which is the nothingness
which is the nothingness
that creates the somethingness
that creates the somethingness
of my existence.
of my existence.
Thank you
Thank you
for creating the somethingness
for creating the somethingness
from the nothingness.
from the nothingness.
May the light of the universe
May the light of the universe
enter and stimulate
enter and stimulate
every outer band,
every outer band,
middle rings,
middle rings,
inner band,
inner band,
and core within me.
and core within me.
May the light of the universe
May the light of the universe
enter every core
enter every core
of every atom within,
of every atom within,
igniting them in succession,
igniting them in succession,
transforming each atom
transforming each atom
into an atomic sun,
into an atomic sun,
together forming
together forming
the universal light of the
the
universe
universal light of the universe
within me.
within me.
Thank you for shining
Thank you for shining
universal pure light
universal pure light
into all 8 of my bodies,
into all 8 of my bodies,
igniting them in succession
igniting them in succession,
and connecting me fully and wholly
connecting me fully and wholly
to the divine light of creation
to the divine light of creation
of this
of this
and every other universe.
and every other universe.
Breathe. Now, I just want you to take note. The divine light of creation of this and every other universe. And we're going to be talking about that in just a bit. But the divine light of creation is what we're about to get into. Stay tuned. It's going to get really deep, really good. Okay? Now, the next thing, of course, the cue. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
1 zillion times 1 zillion.
1 zillion times 1 zillion.
Into every core
Into every core
of every atom
of every atom
within me.
within me.
Breathe. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
1 septillion
1 septillion
times 1 septillion.
times 1 septillion.
Into every core
Into every core
of every atom
of every atom
within me.
Within me.
Breathe. Can you feel the tingle at home? I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the
I direct the light
universe.
of the universe.
1 Google
1 Google
times 1 Google
times 1 Google
into every core
into every core
of every atom
of every atom
within me.
within me.
Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth, tongue through your mouth. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
1 Googleplex
1 Googleplex
times 1 Googleplex
times 1 Googleplex
into every core
into every core
of every atom
of every atom
within me.
within me.
Breathe. The breath is the pump. Nice full breaths. That was Googleplex. We'll do definitely another one. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
1 Googleplex
1 Googleplex
times 1 Googleplex
times 1 Googleplex
times 1 Googleplex
times 1 Googleplex
into every core
into every core
of every atom
of every atom
within me.
within me.
Breathe. We're high as a kite here. I don't know if you feel it at home, but keep breathing. You got to breathe. Breathe this energy in. We're going to be using it to follow the river, the path into the light, test it. It's going to get wild. Igniting each atom in succession.
Uniting each atom in succession.
Transforming each atom
Transforming each atom
into an atomic sun.
into an atomic sun.
Together forming
Together forming
the universal light of the universe
the universal light of the universe
within me.
within me.
Breathe. Now, even before we go to the next part, where does the river come from?
Inside.
Yeah. It comes from you. And it flows through you, this tingly energy, into everything you be, do, or anything that you have. Okay? We're going to go into the sustaining energy of havingness, beingness, and doingness in this advanced river talk between you and me, us right now. So, when you say, I direct the light of the universe 1 googolplex times 1 googolplex into my heart, you're flowing the energy through you, which is a limitless being of light, into the heart tissue, which starts healing it and evolving it to higher and better form. So let's do that. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
1 googolplex
1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
into my heart.
into my heart.
Breathe. And when you flow the energy into your stomach, your river comes from you, a limitless being of light through you into this physical temple, the stomach, and you heal the stomach. So let's do it. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct
Direct the light of the universe.
1 googolplex
1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
into my stomach.
into my stomach.
Breathe. So I can feel things popping. I feel the digestive system fixing and changing, getting better in real time. People cough, you let it go. You know about that so far if you've already been doing this. The next thing is liver. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
1 googolplex
1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
into my liver.
into my liver.
Breathe. The liver's healing. And you know those points you check at the beginning, you learn on the other videos. If you had checked them before this, you would be seeing the difference. Of course, hopefully, everyone that's doing this video is doing bodies of light at least 3 to 10 times a day. We're going to do pancreas. Now, the pancreas releases insulin, helps you with sugar digestion and everything. Very important. Very important for this physical body. Repeat after me. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
1 googolplex
1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
times 1 googolplex
into my pancreas.
into my pancreas.
Breathe. The breath is the pump. So you see that it was you all along, with your willingness to flow more of you through you and everything you be, do, and have. Those organs got jump-started, got better from flowing the energy. And the energy flows because where you put your attention, as you open up the energy flows that way. Now, when you're powerful and you're doing bodies of light, and Lord knows that when you release your dark core and you're googolplexing, if you put your attention on anything that isn't your best life, what could happen? Like, if you said, I don't want to have, to work on weekends. What was your attention on? Tell me, you guys. What?
What you don't want.
Working on weekends. Okay? So if you're doing your bodies of light and you're saying these normal human reactions, very egoic based, telling the universe what you don't want, that's exactly what you will get in your river. Right? I don't like all this heat in Florida. How hot do you think things might get? Tell me. Could it get hot? Could get pretty hot. Right? The secret, which is in the My Best Life chapter of Bodies of Light, is this. And this is integral to you following the river, you being your best life, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in the most divine expression of what your best life could be. And that is, you have to be what you want to become. Right? It's in the My Best Life chapter. So at the end of Bodies of Light, we always say, my best life. And your best life is quite naturally unique to you. And we say, always hold my best life. Very strongly. And don't be surprised when it shows up. Correct? Right? Yay. So let's say that. I direct the light of the universe.
I direct the light of the universe.
When Googleplex.
When Googleplex.
Times 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 when Googleplex.
Into my best life. Breathe. Let's do 9 breath. You at home are probably feeling it. Your best life is created by the vibration of you holding yourself, already being what you want to become from the core of every atom within yourself. So when I say holding it, the vibration of, I said already feeling that you already got it, already living it, and you live it, already being it, and you are it, already feeling that you do it, and it's done. I don't know if you felt that or understood that on the be, do, and have. Right? So you feel that you're already doing it, and you do it. You already feel yourself being it, and you are it, and you already see yourself having it, and it's done. And of course, this could be with anything that you're doing. You see, your business, your school, a project, art, music, your successes, your family. So you can specifically take anything out and put it underneath already feeling that you are it for beingness, already seeing yourself doing it, and thus you do it, and seeing yourself already having it, and it shows up. You see, these are things, these are vibrations, these are things that you feel, and you really have to understand that in this river, this flow that you bring through you is going to bring you what you put your attention on. So everyone say, when you do bodies of light,
When you do bodies of light,
you will get
you will get
what you put your attention on.
what you put your attention on.
Right? So very simple things, but it gets really, really, really deep. And it's going to get a lot deeper. Just got to hang in there. You're going to get some wild stuff today in this video. You're going to get it. And it's going to totally transform your life and can completely transform and evolve our planet and bring heaven on earth in a real way. The ancients of this planet, which weren't so ancient because you're way more ancient than them, saw it. Saw the possibility of our planet evolving through these growing pains into a much higher state of existence. Arthur C. Clarke saw a lot of this magic that we talk about as being scientifically understood, which it must be. The number generators are a part of it. Quantum physics is a part of it, but it needs to really be understood on a mass scale and made simple for the masses, lest we destroy ourselves, because as a civilization we are only as good as the least among us, which we consider the least, but you know it's not really the least. It's like how as a civilization you educate and you inform and you help and evolve the very beginning levels of society is where that society is going to go. We have to definitely have a mass awareness to raise up. We have our technology to raise up through the internet, through people's cell phones, information, TVs, movie, communication, mass communication, translation, wherein our planet could evolve and could, through movies and TV and music, could get some basic understanding that would catapult our entire planet forward. Or not, if we don't. If we look at what people consider would be the base level of society, and the base level of society is not in the United States. The base level of society is in our third world countries. The United States, people consider the base of the United States is probably the top 20% of the world. So if you were looking at the whole planet, the United States is right here. The very bottom of the United States is still, 80% higher than a lot of underdeveloped nations. And so when I say that this base level of society, that if we don't bring it up through basic understanding and communication to a higher level, then we very well may go extinct as a species on this planet. Because those of us who are if you're in the United States, you're near the top. Even though you may be busy watching television and playing video games. But you have a direct responsibility to help those less off and those less informed on this planet, because we are all interconnected. And now is the time for us to do a big push to help and inform people and make understanding and education of basic premises very understandable. Some of these basic premises I'm going to go into right now even more. The first one, of course, would be that the river, the energy, the path into light comes from you, right? For thousands of years, people have tried to convince mankind that it was from something other than themselves. And of course, if we're going to evolve, the mass awareness needs to start with this river, this flowing consciousness, this information comes from within. And it does. And we can prove it, and we can show it. And it is the river. Now, we talk about, I want to back up into the creative nature of light. And how this is right here is on my shirt is actually a picture from Bodies of Light talking about a supernova. And it's one of the pictures, and it talks about the informational sequences within the light that are uploaded into the light and spread as seeds throughout the universe. Now, there's many wavelengths of light and bands of light that reach Earth. And you see a very limited range of that. But even more than what you see is what's there behind the scenes. Because in distant parts of this galaxy, in distant parts of this universe, you have suns. In other galaxies, you have suns. And those suns can explode and go supernova. And just like when you take a spectrograph and you burn something up in the light, the information of what was burned goes into the light. We're able to see what substances were in things by burning them. Now, a supernova does this quite on an expansive level, in that it could upload the informational sequences in a number of solar systems when a sun explodes. Now, let's say you have a civilization on another part of this galaxy that evolved to a certain level, and then that sun exploded, and within that light that comes here, shining even now, is information of those things that happened on a solar system on the other side of this galaxy. And even in another galaxy across this universe, a supernova could be uploading the informational sequences of what happened there and relaying that to the next galaxy. So this goes quite a little further into just the idea of some dust falling on planet Earth from an asteroid, and that evolved everything to the viewpoint that we could be evolving from the informational sequences of solar systems that exploded billions, millions and billions of years ago, with that light reaching us now. Now, this starts making things get a bit more quantum, a bit more intelligent energy, and a bit more less random. You see? Now, of course, this goes even deeper. We have a lot of people, a lot of beings of light, a lot of people who've released their dark core and on the path of releasing their dark core. Remember past lives and before Earth technology of planets that were in similar situations as ours. That's a whole nother video we're going to talk about before Earth technology. But what we're getting into now is just the basis of the river. The river, which flows through you, and which you're able to test energetically for you. This is a basic ability for you as a being of light. The only reason that people think that they're human is because their energy is really, quite honestly, that low. People don't have their basic light abilities because they're so squashed, they're so low, their batteries are so low that they're just unconscious of who they are. They're unconscious of their ability to plug into the information, their ability to be telepathic, their ability to go out of body, their ability to feel things and know things and have all these things that are there. See, we have to evolve into the light for us to survive. We have to evolve into the understanding that this light has no biases. This light has no boundaries, no religious inclinations. This light is just a creation energy that is all around us. People could consider it God, but very simply, it is the informational sequences in the light that we're all plugging into. Now, if you look at the way plants and animals and evolution has evolved things so intricately, it's happened because of the informational sequences within the light. Now, we as a civilization, we as individuals, as part of this civilization, as we upload and plug in to the light, we all start becoming part of this grand plan of this creative vibration, just like cells in a body. But when people are disparate, when they're not plugged in, they're lost souls. They're lower vibration. They're a drain on society. They're a drain on our resources. And they quite honestly pull all of us towards a death knell. Which doesn't have to happen because almost everybody, 99.9% of people right now really want their best life. Almost everybody wants it. They're just confused and don't know how to create it. And it is this basic understanding of bioenergetics, of testing the river, testing the flow of consciousness that flows through you and everything you be, do, and have, that is going to make all the difference in the evolution of our planet, in the evolution of your life, your best life, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This isn't a big rah-rah session. This is like a down and dirty, we're going to work on a session. So I hope you're following us. I hope that you're still listening because we're about to start testing. And you're about to start testing your life And you're about to find out some stuff that's going to blow your mind and plug you into higher consciousness. And quite honestly, help all of us do better. So we come to the basic of strong and weak. What is strong and what is weak? When we put our hands together and we say, I love me, I love me, I love me. Do it at home. I love me, I love me, I love me. I love me, I love me, I love me. I love me, I love me, I love me. I hate me, I hate me, I hate me. Okay? So when you say I hate me and it gets harder to move, it's because it makes you weaker. Okay? The path into the light, and everyone say the path into the light.
The path into light
makes you stronger.
makes you stronger.
The path into the darkness
The path into the darkness
makes you weaker.
makes you weaker.
Right? Very simply, you're testing what makes you stronger. And you're getting to the point where you can test how much energy is in you, because this all runs on a battery, which is the amount of energy in your blood. These are basic things that really have to pervade our society. Now we're going to test it. Now we're going to do yes, 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 no, no, no. Yes, 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 no, no, no. This is a little energy violin. I hope you're in so they can see it. Do they see it real close? Yes, 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 no, no, no. So you do your little energy violin. You're checking strong and weak, smooth and sticky. Yes, 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 no, no, no. 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 So when you say yes, 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 it should be smooth. No, no, no is sticky. No, no, no. Right? You need, well, you got to go, hello, over there. Your energy's like, are you looking at something else or?
I'm putting this to see if Uber can come pick me.
Okay, yeah, we got to do that in another room because it's messing up the testing. We're going to keep going. But now this is another thing you got to understand. When you're checking the river, right? If you have attention on other things, it can kind of be a ripple, which is a good thing for you to understand, right? So when you're testing, yes, 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 no, no, no. Yes, 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 no, no, no. Right? That you really gotta, when you're checking your river, you're testing the energy of doing certain things. So you have to be in a good environment, but you also have to be in a very clear space for this river to flow through you. Okay? I want you to understand that the thing that will definitely stop your river is the ego. And of course, we have other videos on the ego, and you do the back of your head and you count and go negative Google 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want that to be a 10. If it's anything not a 10, you need to bring it up. And you're going to be like, I love me, 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 to the back of your head. I love me, 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 I love me. Bring it up to a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You always want to keep the that's a whole nother video, but we want to keep the ego high. And the thing with the river is this, is that it flows through you. Right? So you're only able to test as high as you are. And the river, as we know on the basic, is the energy of people, places, things, choices, and decisions. Right? So we're going to test ourselves, right? You at home, negative Google, 0, and say it and check, and we're going to see where it gets sticky. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100, 1,000, million, billion, trillion, septillion. And most of you at home, unless you release your dark core, won't be Google or Googleplex. Of course, I'm Google, Googleplex, and way higher than that. But that's what you have to look forward to when you release your dark core, which is all the blockages. And it's very amazing. Now, what's good for me makes me stronger. Do you see? Now, let's say you were looking for a business partner. Okay? And you were meeting people, you're networking at different places, and you're like, what is it for me to have this person work in my business? And you go negative Google 0. What is that? From someone here. What is that? A 0. What is it?
What is a 0? You don't want to
100% bad, right? Immediately sticky. Negative Google 0 is bad, right? Now, let's say we had another business partner we were looking at doing. These are all river questions, but these are basic abilities as a being of light, which our whole planet, the majority of people need to learn how to test these things. This is a very big step. This is bioenergetics. How important is it? Let's all check. How important is it for bioenergetics and testing for the planet to evolve higher? 0, 9, and let's do a percentage. 0, 9, 10, 20, 30, 7, 10. Negative Google, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 98, 99. 99%. Testing. This energy testing. Feeling what's good. Feeling the path into the light. And discernment of the difference between the path into the light and the path into the darkness. The path into the light is creation. Path into light is destruction. And you know it at the core of your very being. You already know what's going to happen in the future. You're plugging into intelligence when you do bodies of light that is able to tell a lot of things. And we're here to encourage you to follow the river, which is the path into the light, and to learn to test. So let's say you had another person, and he was another possible business partner. You said, okay, what is it for me to use this business partner? Negative Google 0. Let's say it went to a 0, got sticky. And then you said, how low is it? Because you're seeing how low, just like anything else. And you said 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, negative 20, negative 30. Let's say it was a negative 30. What would that mean? That would mean that the business partner would actively destroy you and actively destroy that business and suck the life force out of that business actively. How much and how valuable is that? This is the treasure of the ages. This is what people were looking for. And quite honestly, what has to be mass consciousness. People need to understand on this planet. And when I brought in earlier that we need to be raising the base understanding. Third world countries, people who have no understanding, we need to be raising this knowledge and this base understanding everywhere. What percent is it important to save for our species to even survive on this planet? For this knowledge to be out there? Let's check a percentage. Negative Google. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 96. 96%. 96%, some of this basic knowledge for us to survive, for this species, as limitless beings of light. And I'm sorry for those of you who haven't released your dark core this lifetime or will not, because you're going to continue on those patterns of suffering, lifetime after lifetime, even on another planet and different species. But those that do, try in 13 months, and many of you can, release your dark core, we can help you, and do the bodies of light and actually regain your enlightened abilities, are going to find that you found the treasure. That this Hammurabi's treasure, this treasure that everyone was looking for, was within you all the time. And that it was uncovered when you took those lumps of coal within and flowed enough light and love through them, that they became the most brilliant diamonds. And we're hoping that you do. We're hoping a lot of you do. And we're hoping that enough people on Earth decide to do this and that it isn't lost before this planet, loses its ability to sustain human life. So, but we do have high hopes for this beautiful planet, that it can do great and that we can do wonderful. And it really, when I talk about the river, and we're talking about the ability to test, let's look at something as wild as interpersonal relationships. Let's say that you had two young people, their 20s, and lust is a very egoic thing. It's totally fine. It causes our species to survive. You see, it's a good thing. Lust is great. But feeling the energy of that creative vibration, which we can only feel on the path into the light, in the river technique, where you're testing, let's say it's a guy and a girl, and he's saying, well, how's this girl for me? And let's say he said negative equal 0, and went 1, 0, negative 10, negative 100, negative 1,000. Let's say that she was a negative 1,000 for him. So that interpersonal relationship had such a loss of happiness and loss of productivity and a waste of time. And there's billions of people that maybe aren't with the right person, and that this person may have been a negative 1,000 for them. Wherein that negative 1,000 person for them may have been able to be with someone else, which would have been 1,000 positive or 1,000,000 positive. You see? So the energy, your higher self, your inner light, knows your divine mate, and you can test it. And your ability to test that is quite remarkable. So, if you were able to test, and this young person in their 20s is able to test, wow, this girl's 1,000,000 for him. Then they have these wonderful children, they evolve that family structure. They help the children. They're happy, they're productive. They create this family unit that's cohesive. They help their community. Do you see how just the ability to follow that path into the light, which is the river, and to test, how billions of people being able to know that what's good for them makes them stronger, and being able to test it and say, wow, this is 1,000,000 for me, or 1,000, and this is a 0. You understand that this starts going even further than the family structure. This starts going into technology, where let's say that the people who are voting for a train system are looking. We have this Elon Musk has a new idea, I know, in something loop. What is it with the train?
The Hyperloop.
Hyperloop. And that's over in California that they're looking at creating. They can take a train up to 800 miles an hour. See, you have scientists being able to feel the path into the light, which is this river, are able to put things together in new ways because they're able to plug into higher consciousness and say, should we have this metal with that plastic? No. What is it to have this metal with that plastic? Oh, it's 1 trillion. How wild, how much more advanced would our light bulbs be if the light bulb manufacturers and scientists could plug into the river and the path into the light and develop things by feeling the energy of what higher consciousness was guiding them towards. And that's not even to mention all the scientists that will remember before Earth technology as they're clearing out their dark core and bring that technology, schematics and everything to our planet. See, there's a lot of bright thinkers. And this path into the light, this river, is a path of higher vibration. It's a path of more happiness, more peace, more bliss. It's a path of higher consciousness. And part of being conscious is being aware of what is light and what is dark. That what is light makes you stronger, what is dark makes you weaker. These are things that have to be understood planet-wide, from the bottom up, lest our planet destroy itself, lest it trust in leaders who all say they're there to help you, but yet one leader is a negative million. Some person taking millions of people into a destructive existence, a destructive state. That if someone on a YouTube video and some young people, and this of course needs to really go through the young people of this planet, in that 18 to 24 years old, so some young people in a far-flung country are like, wow, yes, this is what's good for me makes me stronger, what's bad for me makes me weaker. This guy's saying he's there to help you. You know, this guy over here is like this, I'm going to say it, this President Putin is saying he's there to help Ukraine and help the Russians. And what is it? Oh, it's a negative million. Oh, I guess he's wanting to destroy things instead. You see? There's a lot of power in giving power to the people. There's a lot of power in teaching people how to follow the path into the light and how to follow the river. Not only for your life, but also your business. Teaching them bodies of light in your business. I don't know what business it is. It could be something as easy as a restaurant. And having them know, having your waiters and waitresses or your cooks, especially your cooks, having your cooks know that path, that river, and knowing, like, you know, is very simply how to have a meat that tests higher. You know, and saying, okay, well, that meat is a -3. That's a path into the darkness. It's rotten. It has E. coli and bacteria on it that would make people sick. But this meat is a 30. And so that meat is going to be good for the patrons. You see? It's nice to have the masses start understanding these things so that we could literally have more stuff to enjoy on this planet. More foods, more things, more people, more art. Feeling the energy, the vibration, the river, could create a lot more great music, a lot greater movies. We have a really great guy. What's his name? The musician that we tested recently? Guy Sebastian. Very interesting guy. He is at the 400 to 500 lifetime mark on releasing his dark core. You can tell already, and those of you at home that know how to test people's dark core, you can look around his head, ask what the next one is. You see it's 400 to 500 lifetimes in. He's already spent about 50 years meditating and probably oming and a monk. He he may have some flashes. I think he did a really great video about Get Along that we thought was really beautiful, that was about this planet. And Guy Sebastian, you definitely want to see that video, Get Along. And you have some amazing thinkers, of course. You know, you have Elon Musk with that did Tesla. He's looking at bringing these cars. You can understand that the thinkers and doers, as this knowledge comes up for following the river, doing what makes you stronger, not doing what makes you weaker, it can evolve corporate America. It can create more cohesive structures, better groups, better knit groups. We're even going into, and I think I can say, oh, I can't say it. See, I just checked. Can I say it? It was sticky. So I was going to tell you something, but I can't say it yet. Maybe in a future video I can. I can't say that either. But just know it's really good. And I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out as you start following the river. You'll be able to test things for yourself. You're testing, it's good to practice on food and then decide, you know, let's say you have 3 parties to go to. What is it for me to go to this party? It's a 10, it's a 0 for this, and a 30 for that one. Go to the higher number. The higher number is more light. The higher number is the river that is taking you to your highest path into the light. This information is integral for this planet. And this is duplicatable. This following things that are stronger for you, which is the river, and which has been talked about from Buddha on for thousands of years. This consciousness is you. And it happens when you're willing to be your best life, when you're willing to flow the energy. And And when you're flowing it, it's whatever you put your attention on is where that energy flows. So when you're doing bodies of light, always, 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 always keep your attention on your best life. Keep your attention on success, health, wealth, happiness. And don't get stuck into that egoic, monkey mind of, looking at what you don't want. Because just know that's going to get more of it. And when you're pulling in this much light, it's going to do it quite quickly. Okay? So, really, I'm wanting to go, if there are any questions that anyone has on, we're in this, I want to answer also with these are advanced river techniques. It's fun to test restaurants. It's fun to sit there and go, should I go to this restaurant? And getting a number, negative Google, 0, 1, 9, 10, 10, 29, 100. And many times you'll get a number, 100, 1,000, 10,000, or a 30, or whatever it is. And then you go into the menu, and part of the river technique is sitting on the menu and going, what section is the food I'm supposed to be? So should I buy this one? No. Section. Oh, this section. Okay, now which one? It's this one. And so your consciousness is plugging into the food in the back room and letting you know that this menu item is the one. And many times your higher self could feel the food in the restaurant before you ever went. And you understand that as you start getting used to this, you start getting a lot more confident in your abilities as a light being to follow this path, this river into higher consciousness, this river that will evolve your life, your company, our country, our civilization, the world at large, if we allow ourselves to test. But even more importantly is this river is that we need to allow ourselves to start teaching this to everyone else. As you start getting good at this, you're going to really need to understand that if we don't put a baseline into the basic understanding of all mankind of some of these basic tenets, whether it be through music, we could have really cool, rap or pop songs. What's good for you makes you stronger. What's bad for you makes you weaker. Stronger, stronger, weaker, weaker, strong in the light, weak in the dark. I don't know. It's got to happen. We got to start bringing this knowledge, and we have a civilization that can do it. We have the technological capability. The thing is that if our bioenergetic nature and our spiritual understanding and our abilities as a light being, if we do not evolve those to meet up, and I know Einstein mentioned a bit of this as well, about our humanity, like our ability as a species, our humanities, our energetic, our bioenergetic nature to know if we should do different things. This has to evolve. And it's fun with the energy, how easy it is. How doing bodies of light automatically directs you towards more creative experiences. That it's like an electromagnet that just pushes you through the river. And that it literally guides you, even kicking and screaming unconsciously many times, into the things that are best for you, because you're holding that vibration of what is good for you, of your best life. And on the other side, doing a lot of bodies of light repels your worst life, because light and dark energy cannot occupy the same space. And as you bring the light in and you go through life, you'll feel, just doing bodies of light, you'll feel like, oh, that's not good. Or you try to take a bite of food that's, you're bad for you. You can't do it, because the energy, the creative nature of the light and the informational sequences within the light that you charge yourself up with, this chi that is all around us and all these plants and animals, as you supercharge yourself with this creative essence of the universe, it automatically guides you. Just like it's like your own evolution in a daily level for your life and your health, in that it pushes things that are bad and attracts things that are good. And this is part of the river, but you got to do bodies of light for it to work. And you got to minimum do it 3 times a day. I'd like you to do it 10 times a day, and actually go to the other video that talks about releasing your dark core in 13 months. I would really love for you to do that. But we're talking about advanced concepts here. And these advanced concepts have to gently get put into society, into movies, into film, into TV and radio, and we need help. We want to do a Bodies of Light television show to make this really easy for. We're getting that about 10 million people can release their dark core, to get the investment to help us get a TV show for Bodies of Light, and then we need about $10 million to get that TV show going. We also see a theatrical lease of Bodies of Light to show the energy, to help mankind in multiple languages understand how to do this. In this civilization, it is the quality of the content. It's content and then the quality of the content that makes a difference. Makes a difference on this planet. We're here giving you content. We're here giving you secrets. We're here bringing stuff to mankind on YouTube right now. And, it may not get all that far, but your higher consciousness is guiding you here. And you may have the resources and the wherewithal to help, put $10 million or even $1,000 to doing what we're doing. Or just, pay for me to be able to help you on your path into the light so that you can release your dark core. But if you have this, and then we would love to help investors do that as well. You can put money towards our film or TV show or whatever we're doing, and then we'll also, in return, be helping you release your dark core, which people will tell you that have done it, that it is worth well over $1 billion. Would not trade $1 billion for it. No matter how wealthy you are not this wealthy. I'm going to tell you, I don't care, you're a billionaire, multi-billionaire. I am way more wealthy than you, and I can prove it to you. And you can come visit and I'll show you. I'll show you how wealthy I am. I'm serious. And the light that I bring in, this light, this energy that I've cultivated within myself, that I've unlocked as a limitless being of light, you've been looking for thousands of lifetimes. Because it's you. That's the energy that you're cultivating. And you've been looking for this. And when you are part of this, and when you're close enough to it, you're going to be drawn into the nature of the power that is within your light. And you'll also realize that within this light is your greatest wealth, your greatest health, your greatest consciousness. And we're here bringing it. And we have a lot of people with a lot of amazing knowledge that are showing up, that are releasing their dark core, and that are just showing up here because they are on the path. And that the electromagnet in the karma that they've had, we have people that have been very famous painters, multiple lifetimes, wizards, we have business tycoons, we've had kings, and just all sorts of great people who have shown up that have cultivated their karma to the point of being able to receive such a gift as releasing their dark core in such a fast time. But we got to really be able to help millions and billions of people do it. And it starts with you. It starts with you helping you, doing Bodies of Light every day, but then it's gonna go, if you have the wherewithal to bring this to others, whether it be in film, media, music, get in touch with us. We'd love to work with you. We'd love to have you help us with some Bodies of Light dance music, as well as meditative music. We have a lot of things we want to get out there to help make it easy for mankind to plug into this. As I said, because it has to be something at a multiple language level, something that's very, very easy for us to help a lot of people. Find out for yourself. If you think you're wealthy, come hang out with me. And I'll show you how wealthy you could be. This is the wealth that you take with you, that you experience in the now moment. This is not something you have after you're dead, but it is something that you take with you. I mean, I have pictures of myself as a little kid at a billion trillion units of energy. And that was from releasing my dark core over 2,500 years ago. And I've done it multiple times. But what I'm trying to tell you is that this is the greatest treasure you could ever cultivate within yourself. And we're here to have you open up that treasure, but also have you follow your own path, which is the river, which is that path into the light of higher awareness. And in summation, is the Messiah. And when I say Messiah, I'm trying to say the Messiah is you. The Messiah is your capability to feel that flow of consciousness, just like an electrical circuit, and to be able to feel when you're plugging in and feel when you're plugging out, to feel when you're going the right direction. That Messiah which is going to save you is you. That Messiah is your inner light. That Messiah is your ability to know the ones and the zeros that they talk about in the computer language. The one is your plug into higher consciousness. The zero is your disconnect. The one is what makes you stronger. The zero is the weaker, you see. The Messiah, and it's a new language of bioenergy. This new language of bioenergetics, of strong and weak, and testing it, is the next great leap for mankind. And we say it's as powerful as fire was for the caveman. And you're going to find out for yourself. I hope enough people find out quick enough. But that's not my karma. My karma is to put it out there and then have you at home help. Because very, 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 very well likely it won't happen unless you become a part of it, unless you help yourself, unless you do bodies of light, you follow the light, learn how to test, start on a daily basis doing things that make you stronger, not doing things that make you weaker, keeping your ego up. You see, these things are easy. They're very profound, and they will, as you get used to them, you're going to realize that they are the keys. They are the basic tenets of raising your vibration and following your divine path into the light, your river. So we're all here hoping that you do it, and we're doing it ourselves. And of course, we're here doing the film because this was our river. Our river, we tested 100%. We're supposed to be filming tonight, and here we are. And you're getting it. And it's intimate, it's quiet. I mean, it hasn't been a lot of rah-rah in this, but you've gotten a lot of information. You may need to listen to it a few times to get it because it's quite deep. You really need the Bodies of Light book, and you need the Bodies of Light audios, which is the world's first audio book that heals you while you listen to it. Any publishers that are looking at helping us get Bodies of Light in over 22 languages, we would really love to get in touch with you, as well as any investors that could help us with that too. We could create our own publishing company under the arm of a big distributor, but of course that takes a bit of funding and translations and things of that sort. So we're willing to do it. We just have to have your support in order to get it out to more people. But we're doing what we can, and we're giving it to you. We're not holding it back. You can go and you can even donate money on the website at bodiesoflight.net, or you can ask a question. You can donate that way, or you can work with me. We have a lot of people that are doing this and helping. We're here to help you, and we're here to encourage you to follow the path into light, to follow the river, to raise your vibration, to do what makes you stronger. And we want to encourage you to become part of what we're doing, because we know that when you become part of it and help get this out to more people, that we're all going to be a lot shinier, that the world's going to be a lot better, and we're going to have a lot more funner times because we're helping more people. So thank you so much, and I'm happy that you're here up to this point. And have a wonderful trip into the river, following your best life into the light. You're realizing that you're it, that you're testing, and that's what you're here to do. Thank you so much. Peace.